So like everyone, right? Is 3 days enough time to really learn a perfect backswing?
Everything goes back and I'm just like, can I just get this one?
That's everybody's deal, right? Like,
yeah.
This is why people are out here practicing every day. Nothing harder than that. Go. I mean, the best shot of the day. You feel that?
Another day here in sunny San Diego, and welcome back to another episode of Scratch to Scratch, where I start from scratch to try to become a scratch golfer by any means necessary, by posting every single day and grinding at golf literally every single day. And today we are back with our Hall of Fame coach to get an amazing lesson. Honestly, the last few days felt like I was cracking the code, and then I reverted back to a lot of my old and bad habits. And so today we're back with him. He's gonna just check out the swing, fix everything that's unnecessary, try to keep progressing on this journey. So without wasting time, let's go.
When I was like 18, I hit one of my buddies right in the face with my driver swing.
Jesus.
On the backswing, I hit him right in the eye.
Oh.
I thought I killed him. He's fine.
He's fine.
All right.
All right, 2 warm-ups. Let's see what we got for this one.
And the flight lately, how's the flight been?
When I'm hitting it exactly like, when I'm compressing it, it's going exactly how I want it.
Okay, good.
But when I'm not, it's
You
so
seeing more
sporadic.
distance too?
Huh?
Seeing more distance as well?
Yeah, I'm just trying to like be less tense. And yeah, when I'm like less tense, like yesterday there was this moment where I was just like barely holding club and I compressed it exactly. It was just like,
It was flying, right?
so far on a 9.
Oh, that's nice. Well, it's coming then.
I don't know, but I was trying to write it down, figure out what just happened, but did not figure it out.
So is that the tight version, or is that the looser, smoother version? The last one.
Tighter version.
You can feel that?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's just spend the next couple minutes trying to get it as smooth as you can.
Okay.
But the positions look pretty good.
I'm just like blading it. If I don't hit it exactly how I.
Yeah, the shots. It's a thin miss.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's the rehearsal swing on the next shot to make it not hit it thin? I like that. Let's try it with 2 hands, but just feel the left hand do that. You missed it. So when you're doing that too, do you stand on your legs like this and swing it, or do you get in your setup still and tear it out? How much better is that? Do you feel that?
Yeah.
So you want to be in your posture even when you're doing that little swing and get the feel. That's good. Especially when you're on the course too, you want to do that same thing before you go in and hit it.
Okay.
Make sure you get a good feeling before you strike the ball, and then you'll probably hit a pretty good one.
Okay.
And do that one more time. Nice and smooth. You hit the ground nice. Last 2. Awesome. All right, you're ready. Okay, no divot. Try another one. Let me film face on here. We'll check it out.
The one thought that I had that when it was like compressing like every time was just like, when I get it up here, I'm like hitting the ball like this, but I feel like it just doesn't do it anymore. Classic.
Yeah. Yeah, do 2 more, we'll go take a look. A little better there?
Yeah, that's kind of how it feels a little bit.
Okay.
A little
like
bit.
One more groove would have been better.
Yeah, one more groove.
One more groove, yeah.
Like just triggers my brain
Yeah.
now when I hear
have
it.
you like worked out today, or have you done anything else?
What? Sorry?
Did you work out already today?
I went to physical therapy.
Okay.
Coded for about 10 hours. And then came here. Oh.
Love it. Now, come down here. Let's take some swings in the grass. Swing downhill. Nah, yeah, go downhill. Turn your body that way.
This way.
There you go. Okay, so you're gonna tear out some turf now. Okay, so where was that divot at?
Right here.
That's by your back foot, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's find a spot here that we want to see. Okay, yep, now try to hit that spot. And again, I think you're doing much better on your backswing.
Yeah.
So if we get some more sensitivity now coming down here, I also think you're hitting the 9 iron like a little too hard. That's 9, right? Mm-hmm. Like we can take a little bit of speed out of it and do like 5 miles an hour slower feeling. Okay. And then the club will drop on the ball. So hold the club. Yeah, both hands on. So if the club head is heavier than the hand or than the grip, right?
Yeah.
So if it falls onto the ball, it's like chipping. If this falls onto the ball, then we can hit the ground, right? But if we speed it up and we pull up, this doesn't hit the ground.
Yeah.
So we need that club to drop into the ball. You feel that?
Yeah.
So it's got to drop. So try to feel that the next couple. Feel a little different there?
Yeah, it's a little heavier.
Okay.
A little behind.
A little behind it, okay. So do a little less backswing on this one.
All right, I need to get in front. That's like a thing I'm kind of sensing too. When I'm hitting like my 9 and 8 good, I'll start like blading my wedges.
When they hit the 9 and 8 good, you blade them? Okay.
Blade like the, like, I don't know why it happens. And yeah.
Well, still part of it is like the function of what's happening right here.
Yeah.
And like where your weight is when you strike the ball. So this downhill lie will help you to feel like you're moving the contact forward more.
Yeah.
So let's do 2 more. Let's try to hit this spot like right there.
Here.
Right back up. There you go. How's that one?
Kind of just jumped up a little bit.
Felt that? Okay. That was good rhythm. So let's just take that rhythm over here and see if we get more contact with the ground.
Yeah.
You're good. Come on. You got this. You got this. Oh no. On the ground today. We do this one before?
I think once.
One time? Okay. All right. This is going to be a great shot. Take a good one practice swing. All right. Got more ground, a little left.
Yeah, a
but
little
how
left.
was the contact with the ground? Wasn't thin, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so our only goal right now is no more thin shots today.
Okay.
How's that one?
That was better.
No thin? Okay, no more thins. There it is. Huh? Down? A little shank though?
Yeah.
Okay.
I straightened my back knee so much on that one.
You felt your right knee? Okay,
Yeah.
so take a couple practice swings to feel that. Get that out. You're swinging better. This looks a lot better. If we could go like 2 miles an hour smoother, slower, that would be better.
Okay.
I think you'll feel your knee better if you just started a little smoother.
Yeah.
And then your focus is on, that little drop feel and contact. You're swinging nice. Once I show you this, you're gonna be like, oh wow, that's pretty good. Great swing there, buddy. All right, trust yourself.
Oh man.
Yeah? There we go. All right, divot time. There we go. You got your path, right? Best shot of the day?
Yeah, it's better than all the other ones. Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
A little bit.
So maybe the feeling of the inward or inside out path wasn't there?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
I'm still getting adjusted to this whole thing.
You're swinging great. I got to show you swinging. We'll hit one more and then we'll take a look. So were you focused on impact or path there?
Just focus on my left hand, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Try to hit this one like with a bigger inside out feel, a bigger draw. I'm going to turn the tape a little bit to the right so you know that you're trying to swing that way. So aim square, but you're trying to swing through the blue. Yep, there you go. That's the angle. Yeah, do another one there. Then I'll film your impact too. Toes, can you flare those out a little bit? There we go. How's that one?
A little chunky, but
Yeah. Good flight, pretty straight. Let's do one more.
slight hook.
But overall getting better?
Better than the thinning shots.
All those thin and right ones? Yeah, so did actually hit 2 more.
Okay.
So it's kind of opposite of thin and right? Fat and drawing?
Yeah.
Okay, so do another. Questions?
I think we just need to look at the tape.
Let's go take a look.
It feels okay in the backswing, and I'm just trying to, try to get my face a little closed.
Okay.
I think because of that, I'm focusing on that so much. Like, I don't think I'm like using my lower body to get, like, I'm not putting any weight on my left.
Yeah, you're kind of sitting on your right foot. That's what I'm going to show you on the face-on video.
Yeah.
So you can sense that?
Yeah.
Well, the biggest thing is last time you came in here, my whole goal was backswing.
Yeah.
Right? Because you lost it when you tried to go, you lost your turn. So first of all, let's watch that. That's our step one. How much better is the backswing?
It's better than last time.
A lot better, right?
Yeah.
That's a pretty good swing. Is it perfect? No. I mean, there's a little bit of open face, like roll right there. You see that?
Yeah, I tend to do that a lot.
Yeah. But like more of the issue is like contact-wise, right? Like keep doing what you're doing with the backswing stuff. We're gonna keep looking at that. Legs, right? You see how straight the right leg gets on the downswing right here? You see how straight it is right there?
Yeah.
And then so that was where you originally were hitting some thin shots. And then you can see here in your setup, like I said, you're kind of sitting on your right foot.
Okay.
See that? Then it looked like there's a little bit more weight on your right foot. And then look at that first move right there. You see that?
Yeah.
So I put the drill or the ball drill back just to kind of like remember, so you remember what we had done there.
Yeah.
And you probably will start to feel too, like it's hard to hit the draw when the hip kind of does that. That's a lot. That's a lot of hip stuff right there, right?
A lot of swing. Yeah.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
I think feeling what you're doing on the backswing is good, and then we can spend a few minutes today working on getting the legs back to where we go, and
yeah,
we're good for another 3-hour practice session.
Yeah, I think I'm just like trying to focus on this, like getting my arm or my left arm like closed at impact, and it's causing me to kind of shift a lot for some reason, and like even there, like it's kind of cupping, even though like last couple days I was like getting it to a proper position, but I just can't remember what that feeling was.
So like everyone, right? Is 3 days enough time to really learn a perfect backswing?
No.
Unfortunately not, right? So, I mean, the face, it's still open. We got some hip stuff to do.
Yeah.
Then we get with the backswing, continuing to get that just really, really good, and just more awareness of, when we talked that one time about being in a phone booth, you don't really look like you're in a phone booth here with your hips.
Yeah.
You're kind of moving around, and that's what's causing the impact. If the hips slide, you're not going to have your handle forward. So, no really reason to think about that right now.
Okay, sounds good.
Let's go to the impact bag. Do some practice swings here.
Is this kind of just moving?
Yeah, so it's all, again, like I said, everything's like a blend. Things are happening in sequence to make it work. So I would go for now, go a little bit wider with your stance, and then let's shift your hips a little bit more left. Do you feel, so there's a little bit more weight on there? Yeah. Good, so let actually take the club out of your hand for a second. Put it across your chest. Okay, so both hands on. Okay. So hips to the left, You feel that tilt right there? Yeah. Okay, so now when we rotate, I'm gonna hold your head right here. Hold that right there. Okay, so you feel this hip? Yeah. Did it sway off the ball? No, it just turned right there, right? And then next thing, we put some pressure over here, and then we rotate right around that, start turning the hips. Good, so now we're more locked in right here, right? Good, so actually set up over here. I'm gonna set up a drill for you. Go ahead and get set up. That's good. Got a little wider stance. Just to give you some awareness of where your body's at. You feel where you're at there? Okay, so go ahead and turn to the top. Just feel the legs. Okay, so so that likes to shift. Yeah, just keep your left hip by the stick as you turn. You're not gonna get any, turn, turn. So see how this stays over here?
Yeah.
Okay, see how short we are right here? Feel how that knee's still flexed and the right hip's turn right there?
Yeah.
Just gotta make it the face a little bit better there. Okay, good. Do that again. What was your question there? You have a question?
No.
Okay. Yeah, so do you see that it's really hard for you to turn your chest when you sway your hips? So when you go this way, then it doesn't turn that much.
Okay.
Then the face gets more open too.
Okay.
So, yeah, set up again. Hips left. There you go. That's beautiful. Beautiful. I'm gonna move this stick. You don't really need that one. Yeah, real nice.
Okay.
Okay, so look at this practice swing. See how much more the hip stayed centered there while you turned?
Yep.
Now the weight stayed on that shoe on the left. Now look at the hip clear. Where's your hands?
It's a head.
That's way better, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I was having that problem when I was going back on backswing. Like I feel like this is always getting open.
Yeah.
And yeah, I guess this will alleviate that.
Oh, stay there. You know where your hips are trying to be. Where's the takeaway go to? Yeah, nice and gentle to right there. There you go. Now you turn. Face is great. Now come back down. You feel the angle right here?
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Feel the face matches your spine right here? See how your hips are like you're centered and you're on the middle of your feet? You feel that? Now you start to turn. Now look at where the hands get. And then like we did with the impact bag, you have that little roll past that. So that's perfect. Feel different, better, worse?
It's definitely different from what I was doing.
Do you feel like you can get the face in a better spot, even just because the hips are working better? Put the club across chest again. That's a really important drill. All right, so put a little more weight on your left. Yep, and then your spine's like slightly right there. There you go. Okay, now we rotate right here. Head stays right there. You feel where you're at. There's a little bump towards the stick with the hip. Now you just rotate, 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 rotate. Good. And then you're pretty much centered right there. Very nice. And you can incorporate the backswing now. That's your next practice.
Okay.
Questions? That's what you want to see, right?
Yeah, that's exactly what I want to see.
Okay. Look at that.
Okay.
It's nice.
Yeah, I need to do this in fast motion, or like when I swing.
Well, you need to do it in slow motion about 8,000 times
8 million
before
times.
you really go into fast motion.
Okay, so this.
There's the, yep, that's the setup there. Good. Awesome.
Okay. Yeah, I think I was also getting in trouble when I was like, all right, I really don't want to straighten this.
Yeah.
So I was like, let me just like glue it to the ground like this.
So maybe you did that too much?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like over exaggerated.
So, again, at home, just this drill over and over again until that's the only thing your body knows how to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you were sitting today when you got here, you're kind of sitting like this.
Yep.
Right? And then you had a lot of this, which was getting you to look like this. So it doesn't matter how much you try to do anything like this. Once this goes over here, see what I'm here? What am I going to have to do to hit it?
Yeah.
I'm going to have to do that slide. So
I see.
it's key to get that foundation set where This is the only thing the hips do, right? We do the takeaway right here. That's perfect. We got the hip. Yeah, you feel like you stayed right there?
Yeah.
So balance on your knees right there. You feel how athletic you are there? Okay, now let's come back over here. Set up normal. Now shift your weight over there.
Like this?
Yeah, now turn to the top. Now balance on your legs. How do you feel?
I feel wobbly.
Terrible, right? Okay, so do it again. Awesome. That is the best one of the day. Definitely the best one of the day right there. Great.
Okay.
So hips left slightly, good.
Sorry.
Okay, nice rotation. Excellent. Okay, you want to try some balls?
Yeah.
So I'm just going to put this stick on the ground outside your foot just as a memory so you know what you're kind of supposed to be thinking. These should be much better shots.
Let's hope.
Let's hope.
Let's
Get
hope.
set. You're optimistic, I can tell.
Always.
There you go. Flow your toe out a little bit. There, that'll help you remember that. Okay, good. So there's the hips. Okay, go to the top, or do the takeaway first. You feel where that hip is? Good. Now get the stretch and the turn. Awesome. Okay, rehearse what you're coming down here. See how much more centered you feel?
Yeah.
You feel that? Okay, good. Okay, now do it way less speed than that.
Okay.
The first couple. That's so good, buddy. Does that feel okay? Feel like you could repeat that?
Yeah, let me try again.
That's really good. All right, go ahead and hit this one. I don't care if it's terrible. Just focus on the hips right there. How's contact?
It's pretty good.
Nice, good
Yeah.
shot. You wanna see your hips?
Yeah.
Who's that guy? How much better is that?
Better than coming from behind.
Now, was impact perfect? Were the hands like
Ahead,
more
no.
ahead? No, but were they even with the ball? Definitely weren't back,
Yeah.
right? So the compression's better. And look at the hip movement. I mean, look at the one before. Here's,
Oh God.
whoa,
Doing a dance
Whoa.
move.
whoa.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so
Don't look at it.
don't look at that.
Oh, that was so bad. All right. All right, let me try to have that feeling.
Awesome. Flare that
Hitting
toe.
this.
There you go. Yep, good setup.
Got a
Back
little
in-
off
back-
balance there.
Yeah, but back in business, contact-wise?
Yeah.
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 Haven't hit any thin.
Right. Boom.
I mean, literally so many of these. Like so many of those.
Okay. Let's try this.
Now remember to set your hips a little more on your left side to start. There you go. And you can have your handle a little bit more forward. How are the hips?
The hips, I'm still getting used to again, but
Don't worry about the flight. How are the hips?
they're okay.
One thing at a time. Can we slide all over the place or can we play golf like that? Right?
Yeah.
So again, when you evaluate a swing, sometimes we're wondering what the body's doing, and it's technical, and then sometimes we're worried about the ball flight. I'm not too worried about the ball flight on this swing.
Okay.
Cool. So there's the hips. Are the hands more forward?
No. Or
Before,
yes.
before this hip slide thing, right?
100%.
Okay, so let's just do like a few of those. Just really get the hip action right. Good.
Yeah.
Your awareness to the takeaway, being face a little bit more closed, is still important. Yep, good.
Okay, I think I got this one.
Okay, play your toes more. It's easier to stay. There you go. Hips left. Right there. Okay, now you're good.
Oh, I got a little off balance.
That's okay.
All right.
So my question: were the hips better?
Uh,
That's all the thing that matters. Were the hips better?
yes.
Amazing hips.
So initially when I was like putting more weight on my right, on my backswing though,
Yeah.
in this case it's still on my left, or like what's, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna be more centered to slightly left feel right now because you were so far to the right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I just feel like I'm a little like how do I explain that? Like that.
Like your back?
Yeah.
Like the spine's back?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So set up again. So flare, make your feet a little wider. Bump your hips a little more left. Okay, so go to the top. Show me where impact's supposed to be. Okay. So is it supposed to be back over here or a little more on that side?
A little more over here.
Yep, okay. Good answer. Yeah, do it again. Does that feel better?
Yes.
Yeah, so now you're less back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's try that again. We'll set up normal. Finders positions. There's the feet. Hips are on the left side. Okay, rotate to the top. Now you're centered. Beautiful. Okay, now pressure here. Good. And right here, do you feel like you're back or you're good now?
I'm better, yeah.
Oh, you feel something?
Yeah.
Okay, you got excited.
I think it's just my head was I was bringing my head back a lot. I think that kind of caused me a little more.
When
still.
the hips go forward a lot, where does the head go?
That way.
And what were your hips doing when you got here today?
It's going off.
So there's a lot of that, right? So
Yeah.
now that we're getting more centered, and just understand that for an iron shot, your head's going to be basically right on top of the ball or just slightly back.
Okay.
That makes sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so set up again. Love the feet, hips a little more on your left side. That's a fundamental. All right, rotate to the top. There's the hips are now centered. Perfect. The hip is turned, good. Now come back down at impact. Good, excellent.
Oh, pulled that.
How are the hips?
They're a little more stable.
Okay.
Yep. I knew that was going to be bad when I hit it.
Oh, why?
It slipped up in my hand.
Okay.
Okay.
You want to take a look at it?
Sure.
All right, so here's the hips on this last shot. Setup looks better, right? A little more weight on the left side. Looks more even.
Yeah.
Does it probably feel normal, like it's way more left?
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't look too left. That's good. How's that there compared to earlier?
It's in the phone booth.
Yep,
Yeah.
much better, right? Want to go back and see the other one?
Oh God. Don't look, YouTube, don't look.
Oh, it's beautiful. I mean, it's a beautiful improvement. Let's see. Whoa. What's that move? Whoa.
I feel like I'm trying so hard here, trying to get this left hand to compress it. It's not working though, but I think the hips are probably like a better root cause.
That's the root cause, right? That's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter how many times you practice trying to get more this way. If your hips are going here and over here, there's no way you're going to get in there anyway. So that's why this only works right there, right? If that works there, and again, you're doing the takeaway stuff, you're trying to get better. For the most part, your backswing, yes, it's occasionally a little too open, but it's still playable. But if the hips all of a sudden get out of whack, right?
Yeah.
That's not playable. Now all of a sudden you're having crazy patterns.
Yeah,
So we got to get back to the hips being centered. I don't think it's going to take long for you to feel that.
Yep.
And then you can get right back to takeaway there and feeling that little baby drop.
So here for the hips, again, so I'm just gonna start more weight on my left, and then when
Slight weight,
and then I'm bringing this back. You want me to still have that weight on my left, or a little bit to the right? Or?
So there's a little shift into the right.
Shift, so.
Yeah. But you're also hitting a 9-iron, so there's not going to be like a lot of shift.
Okay.
Right? Just basically start left and stay left for right now. It's fine.
Okay.
Does that make sense? So if I'm hitting a 9-iron and I start right here, and I turn right here and I still have my weight here on a 9-iron, that's fine.
Okay.
Does that make sense? But you're not going to move anything over here, and we're definitely not going to move like that.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And how's the weight? I know you say this a lot, like it's only 9-iron or an 8-iron or 56 degree. So like, what's a good rule of thumb of like how much movement's happening per club? Because I think I'm trying to hit. I just try to hit everything the same.
Yeah.
And so like I'll blade a lot of my pitches, wedges, and then like my 9 and 8. I'll try to hit the 5 the same way, and it's I have like no control on a 5. Is it just like depending on where you are, you're just like rotating way more, or like you're moving?
Well, it's
moving
more.
stuff?
It's still really like 50-50 balance when you're set up.
Okay.
Like the shorter irons, I'll feel a little bit more on my left side. I'm not going to feel ever like sitting on my right side ever though. So that's why today it's more like, okay, just feel a little more left, and then you're pretty much centered. Because you're not like, I mean, that doesn't look left, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't that look centered?
Yeah.
It just feels left today.
Uh-huh.
So we can monitor it by videoing it or just checking on it to make sure it's basically right there.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah. And this takeaway thing, I feel like I'm trying really hard to just keep it a little more closed, but it always, regardless of what I try, it always gets more open on the top of the swing.
Okay.
And so I just don't know, like, what I should I just feel like I'm starting to do that wrist action to get it all the time, and more close at the top, or?
Yeah, I mean, I just think you need to spend more time actually doing that. I think you've been working on impact the last 2 days and not really working on trying to get it into that spot. Because that's when you started hitting it the best, is when you're only doing that drill, right? And then yesterday you started working on impact, and then the swing got worse.
Yeah. Because I'm trying to, when I get it closed up here, I think it's what I seem to realize is that I get over the top a lot. Like I'll go like this and I'll like hack at the ball. And so me getting open allows me to kind of shallow it, but then I guess the double-edged sword there, it's like shallowed, but now it's open. Versus this is
shallow
like,
and open is not going to work.
Yeah, but then here this one's like closing and it goes like that. So it's like I'm just wondering if I'm getting it open a little shallow and then I now close it like at that moment, or I just don't really. I guess I'm lost in that 0.2 of the backswing.
At the top?
Yeah.
Okay, I think, well, with the hip stuff, right? Like, if the hips don't work correctly, the top's probably going to be off too, right?
Yeah.
So if you're working on and getting into that spot, you'll be better. So for you, you want it to feel more like that right now, right? Because you tend to be more this way. You also tend to like have that extra part of the swing where you're trying to hit it hard up there. We're not really supposed to hit it hard up there. So you said like your best swings the other day are when you were most relaxed.
Yeah.
Right? So that's more the feeling you want to try to get into, because I think once you add the stress to it, you reach further and then it gets a little bit open. Because most of the swings, the face is fairly square.
Yeah.
Right through there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That makes sense. But you know, more drills with the awareness of where that hand's getting to and how it gets there. But again, if we look at your backswing, most of the swings were still pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
I think the overwhelming biggest thing today is that the hips, you got your hips into a new position that's not really functional.
Yeah, I feel like this week's common denominator has working on a new thing has reverted me back to like day one stuff, which is not good. But yeah. So I'll keep working on that. So I guess in this case, just at the range, I'll just work on what do you want? Like they're just like, what do you want me to?
I mean, you're picking up on the hips pretty quick here, right?
Yeah.
You see how fast that's working. So that just has to be something right now that you just make sure that that's where you're at. But I would still just do this takeaway and backswing thing that we've been doing to get the face in a better spot.
Yeah.
I still would have the balls down for the draw feel, because occasionally you get a little bit outside in, so there's your awareness feel.
Yeah.
And I would just bounce back and forth between that, or just set that station up and do that over and over again. Okay. And you can use my mirror right here and practice to watch your hips face on. If you don't want to film yourself, you just use a mirror and get that get that organized. Because for you right now, if you're set up and this doesn't do all that stuff, right, and you're right here, and you're fairly square, maybe you're slightly open. Okay, a little open's not gonna be the end of the world, right?
Yeah.
If you're here, last time we needed to rotate, now you're rotating, and you know that you're trying to come from the inside there, and you didn't do this and this, I mean, your impact's gonna be pretty good.
Yeah.
Right? And then we also introduced the impact bag for what the impact's supposed to feel like. So you have that you can hit against as well. So for your 3 to 5 hour session, you can do like 20 minutes with each.
Yeah.
And then try to hit it. But I would caution you to watch for when you're working on something, work on it to work on like the feeling and the mechanics of it to build the foundation, and then look at the ball flight once you've really established it. Because I know when I showed you some of the hip stuff, you were still looking at, well, the ball cut, the ball cut, the ball cut. Well, now I want to fix the cut. Well, what are we going to do to fix the cut now? We still got to get the hips right first. And then you're good. And you're real close, dude. That's why the rounds on the course are getting better. Things are translating better. Little funny hips today. I don't know where that came from. It seems like you tried to practice some impact thing over and lost some of the hip motion. So let's just get that back. I think you're good.
Okay. Can I hit like a couple more?
Yeah, let's hit a couple more. Excited. You're like right there.
And every time I add that one component, everything goes back, and I'm just like, can I just get this one?
That's everybody's deal, right? Like, this is why people are out here practicing every day.
Yeah.
But you got to remember, you've come a long way. You're doing really good. You just had a really good ball striking day on the golf course, right?
Yeah, it was great.
I mean, you added a pre-shot routine and a post-shot routine. That's going to help you. So all this stuff is good.
And one thing I tend to do is when I try to put a little weight here, I go like that.
Well, that's because you're putting weight because your backswing went over here.
What do you mean? Wait. Yeah.
You showed me you just had all this weight over here, and then you showed me a big move over there. But we're not doing that anymore. We start right here.
Here, and then we just basically rotate.
But it's remember, it's subtle. All we're doing, we're turning here, and we put a little pressure here.
Yeah.
Right? It's not anything crazy like that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
I'm trying.
You gonna smoke these last few?
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see. So get the feet right, get your hips. Oh, that hip's perfect. Good. A little rotation. Good. Okay, I'm putting the balls down here though too, because I want just make that still your station so you don't have to think about it. I want you always swinging right now, slightly from the inside. There we go. Move that over there. Trough on my mat. There we go.
Ooh, back leg straightened a lot.
Okay. So you can do that drill though tonight at your house, right? With the leg thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, all of it's subtle. So set up again. I'm gonna walk you through your backswing. Good. Flare your toes a little bit. Okay. Relax. Nice and relaxed. Okay. Your takeaway. Oh, there's no shift. Where's the shift from? Start over.
No.
Stay right here. Turn. That's it. You feel that? Now turn your chest a little bit. Okay. Now where are you coming from? Good. Now what are you doing? That's it. Probably the smoothest swing of the day?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
Just, yeah.
Now when you put more tension, buddy, when you put more tension on that right hand, it's gonna get more open.
My right hand, yeah.
It's gonna get more open. When this is relaxed and you're swinging it right here, then we can be in that spot that you want to be. Yeah, because you do the practice swing perfect. Then when you get all tense, and then you get more this way and more this way.
Yeah, I think that's a big problem of mine still.
Hit it that easy. Yeah. Get your hips set up, right? Put some little weight. Put your weight on the left shoe. There you go. Now that's it. Just swing that smooth. No, nothing harder than that. Go. I mean, the best shot of the day. You feel that? Okay, so we'll do that 3-ball drill again and we'll call it a day.
Yeah.
You just got so excited. You had so much success.
Yeah. I just need
a slight pullback.
I need to get perfect.
Okay, so you got your one feel. Now you hit all 3 balls. Very nice, buddy. Same thing. Okay. So the last one was the most open.
Yeah. What was that?
So
I changed the feel too. It's weird.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah. When you're swinging,
Yeah.
are you? What do you feel here? So are you? Like I keep coming back to this because I think like even when the 5 gets heavy, like here is the more of the. Are you bringing this up more with your right arm or your left arm? And then when you're here, are you bringing it upwards with your right arm or are you bringing it upwards with your left arm? Does that make sense?
It's like a blend of your chest rotating and your wrist hinging. So there's this much hinge, right?
Yeah.
Now turn your chest, and there's that much chest turn.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense? So as we go here, you feel the wrist hinge?
The left hinge?
Both of them. There's both hinging. You feel that?
Yeah, I guess when I associate hinging with getting this cupped. Is that wrong?
Yeah.
So hinging is
You could, yeah.
isn't it?
Right there's good.
Okay.
But it really like if you watch the videos and you watch your practice swing,
Yeah.
practice swing's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Then you add all this tension right before you go,
Yeah.
and stress in your body, and then it doesn't do what you rehearsed.
Yeah.
Like if you watch those 3 last swings you did,
Yeah.
first one was pretty good, second one was still pretty good, and the third one was worse.
Yeah.
It got tight and open.
Yeah.
So try it. Let's set up one more time.
I feel like if I just perfect this backswing, then I wouldn't have any problems with the downswing. But I feel like it gets open and it'll get open down there.
So what
why
is this?
I just,
So when you're holding the club, do you feel tension in this hand right before you start the swing?
Right now, before.
Go through your routine and tell me if you feel tension right before you start. Because I see your right arm get tighter, and then for you today, you did this move too, and
Yeah.
this got tight. How is that face going to stay here? It's not. It's going to go here, and it's going to go open.
Yeah. So this, and then.
That's for you. That's too high. You're not turning your hip or anything,
Oh yeah, this.
right? Right. So if the wrists are supposed to get into this spot right here, but we squeeze, so squeeze this arm tight. Squeeze it tight. Is it really going to hinge to there, or is it going to something like that?
Oh, it's gonna go like that.
And then is it going to do something like that?
Yes.
Okay, so isn't that what you're really getting?
Yes, that's.
So then that's we got to get the tension out of this arm so that this arm needs to relax. This
Okay.
one's in charge. Here we go. You feel that? And now we have the club at, it's called an L or a L position. The club shaft and the left arm make an L. You feel that? Did you have to lift it up there? No.
No.
It hinged to there. Now turn your shoulders.
This way. Yeah.
You feel we're out here? Now
Yeah.
the face is good. Now we come back here. How's the face?
It's still square.
Yeah. How's the face right here?
Square.
Good. So what happens when we get tight and our hips slide and we do this? Now we're in trouble.
Yeah, that's my biggest thing I see when
That's-
I'm watching.
that's
It goes like this, and I go like that.
Right.
So, me. Okay, so hold on.
Yeah, good. Yeah. Let's go left arm parallel to the ground. See how this arm's parallel? And this is here. There we go. Elbow. Give me your elbow a little bit. There you go. There's 90 degrees. Nice there.
Roll open. I guess I'm just.
That was the most you were able to change the club face. Oh, hold on. Look at the face. That much better?
Yeah.
What did you feel to do that?
This is way more in than I usually. Get. What am I doing? Oh, let me see this. One last
All right.
one.
Let's do one more. There we go.
All right. I think it's just this thing. Bringing it out this way.
Yeah.
Is that okay, like this?
That's fine. That would be way better than where you're at right now. But again, how is it getting there? I just think there's too much stress and tension to start the golf swing right now. And then you add in this hip thing that we did today. So you clear that up and you get this better, then you're hitting it really good again.
Yeah. So I got to get right here and then rotate.
Yeah, so how doesn't that arm feel like lighter right there versus like straight and intense? Yeah. So,
okay.
Wanna do one more? You got this. I'll see Julian. Nice golf swing. How's that one? Are you judging the feel or are you judging the flight? I don't know what you're judging.
The feel.
Or are you looking at the flight?
The feel.
Does it feel more shut? Slightly open?
Yeah, it felt a little open. And then kind of came at it like this.
Yeah. So if we just backtrack everything today, I'd say the last lesson we worked on getting the left wrist bow, we did the business card drill.
Sure.
Probably need to do more of that, right? Get the face and just get the tension out of this part. But then at some point you develop this hip thing, so that's something that we just need to work on and get organized again. And then you're good.
Okay.
I think you're rocking.
Well, we'll see.
We'll see. We'll see. You got this.
Got to go practice again.
Okay.
All right, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, that is a wrap for this lesson. You know, some days you're just going to be stepping back before you can step massive leaps forward. And so today was that day. Hopefully you guys learned something, especially around the hips. I don't know where all that funky stuff came out of nowhere, but I'm glad we're back. We're back in action. And so if you enjoyed that, if you learned something, smash that like button. Stay tuned, subscribe, put that notification bell because I am literally posting every single day until I become a scratch golfer, so years. And so with that, just watch more of this journey. Boom!
Let's go!